environment is being reported that the Lions have the toughest remaining schedule. That would entail, as I sit here and try to remember it, obviously the division opponents, they got all of those guys. You got the Vikings one more time, Bears two more times, Packers. So 5 divisional opponents they got to face. Vikings end of the year, Packers next week, obviously in Green Bay before the weather break. So that's a win. Houston Texans, 49ers, Bills are the other heavy-hitting teams. So their division being tougher than expected. You know, I think the other team they play is Jacksonville, which they're a talented bunch. The ball ain't been bouncing their way. So, yeah, the ball ain't just been bouncing their way. But yeah, it was a tough schedule. You know, Buffalo's a good football team. Green Bay could be with or without Jordan Love. Stephon Diggs reportedly tore his ACL. We'll be without J-Mo next week, but Malik Willis has been playing really, really well for the Packers. He's more structured and more careful than Jordan Love. If Jordan Love was able to clean up the turnovers, you know, he'd probably be MVP right now, even missing a couple games. But it's just the turnovers. You know, you thought they'd lean more on Josh Jacobs, but they haven't really leaned on him, and maybe they saving him for when the weather get bad. So you thought they would lean on Josh Jacobs a little bit more, but right now that really ain't been the case, and I think they kind of saving him for later in the season. But you know, it's a tough schedule. I mean, Josh Allen's always tough. That'd have been a nice game for Thanksgiving, honestly. Was the Buffalo Bill game. I know we played them a couple years ago on Thanksgiving, and you know, Badger missed a field goal that turned that game the other way, but we would have got that game, they would have made the playoffs. Just saying. But like I said before, I mean, you know, everybody always looking for an easy way, or hope he injured when we play them. Nah, you want to beat these teams, and you want to compete against these teams while they at their best. That builds character. You know, that builds character. So, like I continue to say, you want character building schedule. And you was the best team in NFC North last year. You got the best schedule in NFC North this year. Guess what? They're going to lose some games still. They're going to lose a few more games. You know, you just hope those games aren't division games. You know, they're going to lose a game in there. They're going to start smelling themselves a little bit. They're going to go through a little dry spell with injuries, and the offense is going to sputter a little bit. It's the highs and lows of a season. You know how we don't feel like going to work and performing? So do they. So, yeah. But you really want to be playing your best football going into January. You want to be playing your best football going into January. And that's mostly what you want. You want them to add. You want from them. Playing your best football going into January. So, man, humming out here. So, yeah, that's what you want. So, yeah, you want a tough schedule, to be honest. That's what you want. You want a tough schedule. Yep, you want an actual tough schedule. All that other stuff, I want the easy. I'm glad he ain't. No, that ain't going to build no character. It ain't going to help you for this January. So, you know, it's good. Let's get it. Stay healthy, get better, you know, go through the ups and downs, the road out roads, and come playoff time, you hope you're getting healthy. You hope you're playing your best football. You know, the offense started off shaky this year. People tend to forget that. The offense started off real shaky this year. They didn't play no preseason. They trying to supplement, you know, 2 padded practices in preseason with, you know, 7-on-7s. You know, joint practice. Isn't it the same? That's like going to the shooting range and shooting at a target. But then you get into a real shootout, guess what? Like one bullet, it's a wrap. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. But that's going to build the character of this football team. You know? And right now, they playing well. And defensively, they're a little beat up. Only thing I really didn't like offensively is kind of how Tim Patrick ain't really get going like I thought he was last week for my fantasy team. But that's fine. Khalif Raymond stepped up and kind of finding his footing at the right time, and the running game is humming. Right now, it's Gibbs that's really taking off. He'll get a breather. He get banged up a little bit, then it's gonna be David Montgomery that's gonna take the lead. He might get another little break from here from that point. Then come playoff time, you want them both to be playing their best football. You gotta remember that Gibbs started off with a little hamstring issue. Laporta started off with a little hamstring issue. So as these game plans start changing, now the game plan gonna be rolling to where, guess what? It's gonna be rolling away from Laporta. It's gonna be rolling more to J-Mo when he get back. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be rolling more to the running game. So then you're gonna see more Laporta. You're gonna see more performances like Khalif Raymond. So, you know, and defensively, you know, you hope you start to get healthy at some point. Rodrigo able to return, get healthy at some point. Barnes able to get healthy at some point. Ife Melifano was able to get healthy. So you're gonna get some guys back. You know, you hope that maturity hits James Houston. He had a pretty good plays the other day. So yeah. But, you know, this is the type of schedule that make you come playoff time, you battle tested. You know, obviously you want home field advantage and all that other stuff, but just in case you gotta go OT, you know, you prepare for it. So, you know, when you look at the schedule, the 49ers will be healthy, CMC on his way back. Bills got Amari Cooper, so they're a little bit more dangerous. We don't know what the Vikings gonna do at the trade deadline. Usually Green Bay don't do nothing. Chicago got a really good defense. We knew that from last season. So, you know, it ain't no cakewalk. Jacksonville is a very talented bunch. That's blowing my mind. They're very talented. I think Kirk out for the season and Brian Thomas got injured. So, well, he out 5 to 6 weeks. So they kind of beat up. They kind of beat up right now. But you look at that football team, phenomenal talent. So, yeah, it don't surprise me none. It's just, you know, you got to strap your nuts on and go through it. But, yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button. Is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live and drop video financially. Want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ313. Venmo, CJ, PayPal, link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Keep, Twitter. This Spotify, Anchor, Facebook, Instagram. My bad. I'm thinking my other channel. She got Detroit Lions Talk Playlist. Peace.